Well, a nearly 3-year legal saga for actor Alec Baldwin is over. Friday at trial to hold Baldwin accountable for the on-set shooting death of a cinematographer ended without a verdict. This is for the movie Rust. A judge dismissed the case for prosecution misconduct on ammunition evidence not disclosed to the defense. Very important there. We'll talk about it. Lena Hutchins was killed in 2021 when Baldwin's gun went off with a live ammunition round during rehearsals. An armorer now was previously convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the shooting, but now, after Baldwin's case dismissal, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's lawyers now are seeking a dismissal in her case as well. We're joined now by Chief Legal Analyst Rhodes.
Yeah, Khalif, this is a stunner that happened last week. What exactly led to this dismissal?
Evidence. You have an absolute obligation as the prosecutor and the defense, for that matter, but as the prosecutor, to turn over both things. Evidence that will help your case and will hurt your case. And so if you have evidence that you know will help the defense, you have an obligation to turn it over. And oftentimes that does not happen. And this is what happened here. As the case was getting ready to gear up for trial, they already selected a jury. During the process of recognizing, they're talking about evidence that we don't have. How come you're talking about these pictures of ammunition and referencing things that I don't have? They let the judge know that there's something that was not included in discovery. The prosecutor let them know that, hey, this was an oversight by other individuals that were part of the office and we've turned over everything. Then there was the downfall. A prosecutor stepped down, a prosecutor testified. There were a number of things that happened, and the judge makes the determination. Well, you got to think about it. You want to ensure that the person has an opportunity to go forward with an equal and a fair trial, a trial that doesn't have any type of even the hint of impropriety. In a situation where you know a defendant didn't get all of the evidence, that's not just a hint, that's a mountain of impropriety, because how can I formulate my questions? How can I know what's going to happen if I don't have all the evidence? So if a prosecutor starts asking questions and I don't even know what they're talking about, I obviously can't be prepared to put a defense for my client. So clearly the right thing to do. The judge wanted to make sure that there was not a mistrial going forward.
Okay, so if it can happen in this case, can it happen in another case? And I ask that because then does the armorer then have grounds for her case to be dismissed under the same situation?
Absolutely. If I'm the armorer's defense attorney, the first thing I'm doing when I see this is I'm hitting enter on my appeal, and I'm asking for this case to be thrown out, to be tossed, for me to get a new trial, for this to start at the very beginning. I would say, look, I'm looking over my discovery and I'm trying to say, well, do I have the same information that they got, or am I missing something? I'm contacting Alec Baldwin's attorney and say, hey, what exactly are you guys saying that you're missing? Because they would have received the exact same discovery, and during that process of discovery, if you don't have these pictures of ammunition, if you don't have this list of the information that they're saying is crucial, they as in the prosecutor, to their case, then you know what? Yeah, I'm asking for my case to be tossed and to get a whole new case. So I have opportunity to try this thing all over again. For sure, if I am the armorer's attorney, we're asking for a new case.
But Baldwin's himself, his was dismissed with prejudice, meaning that that's not, they can't go back and try to file this.
That was a way to ensure that they gave the prosecutor an opportunity to cover themselves. But make no mistake about it, it would be a hard pass for the prosecutor's office after this misfire to say that we're going to bring this back again. If you have shown your hand to show that you're doing prosecutorial misconduct, unless it's an entirely new office or a new prosecutor, I don't see that happening. It would be hard.
So it's not actual double jeopardy because of the way it was dismissed.
It's dismissed.
But there's a slight chance that it could possibly have to go through this all over
again.
It
could. I mean, this case is not barred from coming back again. Double jeopardy is where you have been found guilty or been found not guilty by a jury of your peers, and that hasn't happened.
Right.
Chief Legal Analyst Rhodes, thanks.